Hello everyone, this is Martin. Okay, now we're going to soon be showcasing to you my best winning trade ideas for this coming week, December 10th to the 14th. Before I do that, I just want to mention one important thing. This is my absolute last video for this current year, for 2018, my last video, so pay attention to this video. I've got some really good educational stuff for you as we look at the currency charts, and I've got some free gifts. So everyone who sends me an email will get a free gift, and I'll discuss that as well. Now, last week, if you were following my weekly video, the winning trades for last week would have given you an opportunity to make 260 pips or more. Okay, so finally, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you. Again, this is my last video for this year, and we are approaching the Christmas holiday season, so I want to wish everyone and all my new subscribers all the best for this coming holiday season. Okay, so before I start looking at the currency charts, I want to thank everyone. I want to thank all of you and all my new YouTube subscribers from around the world for watching my weekly videos. I mean, without you, I would not be able to do this, and your feedback is always appreciated. So, this is the season for giving. I have some fabulous free gifts for all of you, okay? All you have to do is send me an email and tell me why you want to learn Forex and how to trade Forex. And what have you done so far that has not worked for you? So, again, email me. It doesn't have to be a long story. You don't, in just a few short words. Tell me why you want to learn how to trade Forex and what have you done up to date that has not really worked for you, or why is Forex trading really frustrating? Okay, everyone who sends me an email will receive a free gift. First of all, everyone receives this gift right here. It's called the spread indicator. Now this is fantastic. As we look at the currency charts in just a moment, this sits right on top of the top right hand corner of your MT4 charts, and it tells you instantly when it's the wrong time to take a trade. Now, all the educators out there, if you're watching other people's training videos and things like that, they're always telling you or trying to teach you how to get into a trade or when to get into a trade and so on based on a strategy. But this spread indicator is fantastic. I use this all the time for my own trading, and it's absolutely necessary and tells you when it's not the right time to take a trade. Okay, so that's super important. Now, when you send me an email and you'll get a free gift, please ask for one of the two. So here's the first one right here, and here's the second one, okay? So the first one is copies of my map system. This is absolutely important. It includes 3 important principles you need to know about Forex trading. Without these, I'm telling you guys, you will not succeed in Forex. So MAP stands for 3 important elements to trading that are absolutely essential. So you can ask for that copy. You can ask for a copy of my map system, which I use in all of my trading, or 2, you can ask for a copy of my ebook, The Forex Game and How to Play It. Okay, it's a pretty big ebook. It's about 86 pages or something like that, and it'll tell you all about Forex, about the game, how to play it, and all the things that you need to know about trading. Okay, so ask for either this one, the map system, or the Forex game. In your email, you can just use the words the Forex game, okay? But everyone does get the spread indicator. That's just a special bonus, okay? Send the email to me. My name is Martin. Here we go. mskyj007@gmail.com. And please include your first name. I mean, this is common courtesy. I want to know who I'm sending the free gifts to. So please include your first name, and I'm not going to solicit you for anything further. I just want to know your first name and who I send this to. Okay, so without further ado, we're going to now move right on into the currency charts. Let me just take that off for a second. Okay, let's take a look. Here's the first currency chart here. Euro USD is the daily chart, which means each and every candle is a daily candle. What happened in 24 hours, and you can see black is for the bears or the, for price coming down. White are controlled by the bulls or the buyers, where price goes higher. Okay, and you can see the week, the end of the week. I mean, for the first 1, 2, 3, 4 days, price is really just going sideways, going nowhere. We're in a sideways consolidation, actually between a triangle. It's called a triangle consolidation. You can see that right here. Price is kind of just going up, down, up, and we're looking for a breakout to the upside above 114.23. That's where I'd be looking for a buy trade. If I'm looking for a sell trade, I'm looking for something that breaks below 112.64 to the downside. Take a look over here, guys. My new course, Forex Success in 5 Weeks. This line is hugging the zero, right there, the zero. It's completely flat. We're flat trading. We're just waiting for a breakout. Okay, so that's what all that means. And let's erase that and go on to the next chart. British Pound USD. You can see here I've got 3 price levels. So for the upside, I'm waiting for price to break higher. If it's going to go higher above 128.33, then I'll be very happy. However, I have an aggressive sell trade almost immediately. So you can see what happened last week again, just up, down, really not going anywhere. Again, same thing down below. Our momentum, this is the momentum indicator in my new course. It's just sideways here, again, flat, just flat. Again, waiting for something big to happen. And on Friday, we had a black bearish candle that's controlled by the sellers. So looking for a move lower below 127.28. Okay, that would be an aggressive. A stands for an aggressive sell below this level. Right here, below 126.48 is where the conservative sellers are waiting. So if price comes lower, then you're looking for a break below this level, and of course for buy above 128.33. Okay, so hopefully I've explained myself very well on that. Again, this is for educational purpose. This is how I look at the charts. And the first thing when I look at a chart, this is what happened last week. Okay, it's easy to know all of last week's movement because it's everything to the right side of this, see, the right side of this red vertical line. This is what happened last week. So what do you see here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black, huge, bearish candles, right? Sellers are definitely in control. We broke a trend line here. I expect price to go lower, so look for sells below 0.7186. And if you're a buyer, if you're contrary, right now we're in an uptrend. Okay, so this is just a big pullback. And again, please note, guys, see this swing low right here and this rectangle? That's a major support area. Price would have to come below here, below the swing low, for you to consider that price is actually reversing. But right now we're just in a pullback on an uptrend. So it's an uptrend pullback. Okay. That's how I view that chart. Okay, let's take a look again to next one, gold. Gold, I usually talk about gold after the Australian dollar because the Australian dollar is tied into a commodity. There's a lot of gold mining in Australia. Let's take a look, guys. Again, gold is now, after this here, we've had a turnaround to the upside. I expect gold to go higher. You see this red dashed line? That's like a magnet. That's a major moving average. In fact, it's the, if you want to write this down, guys, because you should have this on your charts, it's the 200 simple moving average. And once price gets close to that, price generally comes up. It's like a magnet and then often bounces down, and gold may in fact bounce down then go back higher again. So just look for price to go higher. That's my bias on gold. Now we moved to New Zealand USD. Previously, you can see here, it had been the best, one of the best movers in for all the major currencies. Okay, you can see, in fact, from here, price turned around completely, went up, down, and the moment we broke here, okay, we are now in an uptrend. Now, my easy read charts show green above blue, so I make it easy for you because when you see green above blue, we are talking about an uptrend. And when you're talking about an uptrend, and because I'm mainly a trend trader, I'm looking for a bounce, and looking to get in. Again, I've got signals in my new course that teaches you how to read these charts, but here is one entry right there. Here's another entry. So entry, target, stop loss. Here, entry, stop loss, target, first target, second target. Okay, so now it's coming back down. We're retracing a bit, and for this coming week, let me just take that off. I'm looking for excuse me, sells below this level, 0.6776. So price would have to come below here for me to even consider a sell signal. However, we are in an uptrend, still making higher highs. Okay, you can see that, making higher lows. This is kind of a textbook definition of a trend. Okay, when you're making higher highs and higher lows, but I'm looking for price to bounce higher again, and if it does, remember, I don't know if it will, but if it does, then I'd be looking at buys above 0.6914 to the upside. Okay, so price may indeed come back down to test this area right here. Now, let's take that off and let's move on to the USCAD. Okay, USCAD basically has just been going up and down. The economic news out of Canada is actually pretty good. Recently it came out with a jobs or an employment report, which was really good. We added quite a number of jobs in the last quarter, so things are pretty good in Canada, and that's one of the things that people look for. I mean, if you've got a job, you're happy, right? I mean, that's important. So up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Well, what do you think? Down, right? Okay, and then probably up again. So we're just, this is a bullish pattern overall, okay, for you pattern traders. You see here, I've drawn in this upper trend line, I've drawn in this lower trend line. This acts as resistance, this acts as a support, and right now price is just going up a bit, up, down a bit, up a little bit higher. So again, it's an uptrend, okay, and again, we could look for price to possibly, let me just take that off, come back down again, and then maybe look for another bounce higher. So I've got my levels in here. Aggressive buyers are looking for back down and then up above 133.24. That's an aggressive move higher, so waiting for the bounce. Conservative traders like to look for more clues and wait for more confirmation. So if you're one of those, and sometimes I am too, I'm not always an aggressive trader, I'm sometimes conservative, but there's nothing wrong with that. So look for buys above 134.08, and of course on the downside, again, please note that this acts as a support area right here, but if you think price is going to go lower, then you could look for sells below 132.43. Okay, so taking that off to chart oil. Talk about oil after we talk about the Canadian currency, because oil is tied in, and I mean, oil has taken an ugly nosedive down south, right? I mean, the sellers have been in control all the way back in the end of September, okay? So from September to now, oil has taken a dive, and basically it's caused a major problem in Canada. Recently, Alberta, where much of the oil comes from, the Alberta Premier has decided to purposely cut production to curb the oversupply of oil in hopes that price can at least stabilize and possibly go higher. But right now, price has stabilized. You can see oil is just going sideways, and we're looking for a breakout. Let me just take that off. Okay, so breakout either to the upside above the resistance, or we've got a bit of a wedge here, so to the downside. Okay, that's all you can do is just wait for more confirmation. I wouldn't do any trading just yet. Okay, and now we move on to the US Swiss franc. Okay, oh, by the way, the spread indicator right up here is in the top. Everyone gets this, but this is, okay, I'm doing this video on a Saturday evening, actually early Sunday morning right now, Eastern Standard Time. I'm in the same time zone as New York City. I reside in the Toronto, Canada area, so Toronto's part of Canada, as you all know, right? And right now the markets are closed for us, so the markets are not open, and that's why this is not moving at all. But normally when the markets are open, and they open up here in my neck of the woods, or my part of the world here, at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday, later today, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, then this will be moving up and down. These numbers will change, and when these numbers are in red, I would not trade. The spread is really high. Now, that it depends on your style of trading, but if you're an intraday trader or taking short-term trades or scalping, then you want the spread to be as low as possible, and also look for this number, the spread, to be green in color. Right now it's red in color, but of course the markets are closed. Okay, so you can see here I'm looking for buys above 10013 to the upside. Okay, to the upside and to the downside, right here, waiting for price. It looks like price is going to come down. We've made a lower low below this swing low, so it looks like price is going to be drawn again to this. Remember what this line is called, guys? Remember this dashed red line? One of the most important moving averages there are, and it's called the 200 SMA. Okay, so if price comes closer, it's going to be just like a magnet. It's going to come down lower to here. Okay, so look for sells below this level right here. Okay, now next we move on to US Japanese yen, and again we are in just we're in a kind of a major okay, you can see that, but it is a triangle. We're consolidating again. Okay, not much happening. So again, from here, price may come down a little bit lower and then bounce higher. Again, I'd be looking for a breakout though above 113.38 for me to want to go higher. And on the downside, price would have to come and break below here. You want to break below here first, below 112.18. Okay, so that is the US Japanese yen. You can see here on Friday's trading, because this spread indicator, it's green, it showed only 0.8, so that's a very low spread. That would be good for the intraday trader or the scalper. If you're a long-term trader or like end-of-day trader, or you generally hold on to your trades for several days or weeks, then it doesn't really matter that much about the spread, but you're still looking for as low a spread as possible, because guess who makes money off every single trade, right? Well, you are paying your broker the spread for in most cases, right? You're paying the broker the spread, and so you want it to be as low as possible. Now we move on to the Euro British Pound, and again here we had a breakout. Okay, you can see I've got this rectangle drawn in. This rectangle is a resistance area. Okay, and now I'm looking for a buy above here. Okay, you can see buy above 0.8959. So it looks like price is going to go higher. How much higher? Well, you would look for a first target of here. Okay, that would be your first target right there. If you're moving higher, okay, or if price is going to go higher and you're looking to enter, then you would look for a first target here. However, it depends on your trading style. Again, if your stop loss is here, okay, if your stop loss is below the swing low here, you're looking for at least making 1-to-1, which means you would count how many pips this is, okay, and let me just use my crosshair tool just for a second. Okay, so crosshairs, look at the middle number. It says 710. Ignore the last digit, which is the 0. So you got 71 pips approximately, maybe 78 pips. So if you enter here, you want to go up at least to 78 pips, which is right where I pretty well drew this horizontal line. Okay, so that is a method for determining at least your first target, your first profit target, okay, especially if you're a beginner. You want at least 1-to-1. Okay, so that's it for this pair, the Euro Japanese, and hopefully guys you're getting some good education. I mean, whenever I produce these videos, I'm always talking a little bit about what I see on the charts, but I'm giving you more than that. I'm giving you price patterns, I'm giving you direction, I'm often talking about momentum, okay, and with this one, the Euro Japanese Yen, this was, again, is trading sideways. I think I had this drawn last week on my chart, so we can actually now move this line lower. And again, the reason we do that, because again, these are dynamic. The trend, when you use trend lines, they're dynamic. They move with price. If they break, it doesn't break a trend line, doesn't mean that it's going to continue going down. It could be just a false break, as it was here. But you see, we're pretty well at support. This is a little bit more of a definite support area when you have a horizontal support or a zone. I like to call it a zone, right? That's horizontal support. And again, you know, right now this is resistance. So we're going sideways. Take a look again, my momentum indicator. You get this in my new course. What is that? It's a sideways line, okay? So no real trading opportunities. You wait for a breakout, guys. With my Easy Read charts, I tell you what to look for, and you're looking for a breakout above 130.15 or below 127.61, okay? Now we get to our last couple of pairs. This one made some pretty good pips last week, guys. It was the Euro Audi. It was 83 pip move last week, so that's pretty darn good. And if you want to go to my last week's video, I did mention look for aggressive sell below 155.56. 155.56, okay, and it did move down quite a bit. And then, now, for this week, you can see a complete turnaround. Well, last week, I'm sorry. Let me just get my drawing tool, okay? We had a complete turnaround, you can see, with some pretty good momentum moves. I mean, these are very large candles, guys. These are good clues. The larger the candle you see, means that the bulls, or in this case the buyers, are definitely in control. There's good momentum into the markets. Okay. However, take a look. We have a meeting here of the two big moving averages: the red line, 200 simple moving average, and this blue line. So right now, I believe price is going to bounce lower. Okay. If you think price, and then I kind of think that price may come back down again, but anyways, look for sells below 156.46, and if you think price is going to continue going higher, then look for buys above 158.56. okay, so that's what I see in that chart. That's how I read it. We are in a downtrend, pink below blue. Right here is an entry for a sell signal right there, but this is a reversal, but it's only a pullback. We're in a pullback situation. We're not completely reversing just yet, so beware that price could bounce down lower once again. Okay, let me just take that all off. Our last pair. If I can click on this, the British pound, Japanese yen, that gave us about 77 pips again. I had a sell last week, and you can see it came down in a big way, but now it's kind of going sideways again. Okay, so you can see right there. Okay, we're just going sideways, but the last Thursday, well, Friday especially, the sellers were in control. So aggressive sell would be to sell below 143.18. I believe price is going to come down further. That would be my bias. So there's my level. Again, a conservative seller, if you're a conservative trader looking for more clues and waiting for something to tell you when to sell with more conviction, then you'd be looking at sells below 142.46, and a buyer, of course, if price completely reverses, goes higher, then you can look for buys above 144.75. Okay, so that's what I see on the British pound, Japanese yen. Hopefully, again, it's good education. You can see the spread up here in the top right hand corner. These will change colors from green to red depending on the volatility and what the spread actually is. But if I'm an intraday trader or scalper, I'm looking for green when this is green, okay? And everybody who sends me an email will get the spread indicator, okay? So let me take that off, and finally, let's go back once more. Again, I want to invite you to send me an email. Let me know how your trading is doing. Tell me why you want to learn how to trade Forex, and what have you done so far that has not worked for you. And I will be happy to help you out, first of all. But everyone who sends me an email will get this spread indicator, which I did talk to you about when I was reviewing the currency pairs on the charts. Send me an email. My name again is Martin. It's nice and easy. Martin. MSKYJ007@gmail.com. Please include your first name. Come on, guys. Have some courtesy, and you know, try to send me your real first name. Don't make up something that sounds silly. Okay, give me your first name. I'll send you this spread indicator, but at the same time, choose one in your email. Ask for either the map system, which I'll be very happy to send to you. Includes the 3 important principles that have guided me and helped me trade successfully. It's absolutely important. You need to know this, okay? Or you can ask for a copy of the Forex game right here, how to play it. Just in your email, just mention the words, I want the Forex game, okay? Here you would say, I want the map system. And that's great, guys. So hope to hear from you. Don't forget to click on the like button, subscribe, tell your friends about my weekly videos. I produce these every week, and we look forward to producing more for you in the new year. In January, I'll be back, because like I said, this is my last video for 2018. I want to thank everybody for being loyal and watching my weekly videos, guys. And again, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and we'll see you in the new year. So hopefully I get to see some of your emails come in. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.